What's going on, you guys? My name is Carge, and today I'm bringing you my very first I almost said MW3. It's actually my first Black Ops 2 commentary. I'm using the MP7 this game with the silencer and fast mag, I think is what it's called. It's an attachment that is basically Sleight of Hand Pro. They've kind of switched up a lot of the stuff in this game. It's really different because a lot of the things that were perks in MW3 are now attachments, and a lot of the stuff that were attachments are now perks. It's really changed. It's really different, and I think it's going to be really good for the Call of Duty, the Call of Duty community, because we haven't really had a big change probably since, I'd say, MW2. So anyways, I'll explain the rest of my class. I'm using it with Lightweight and Hardline as my first two perks. I have a perk 1 Greed, and then in the second perk I have Fast Hands, and in the third perk I have Dexterity. So if you don't know what the perks do, Lightweight obviously gives you 10% faster movement when sprinting. Hardline gives you your Scorestreaks earlier. I don't know exactly how it works for Hardline. I think it might be like it cuts it in half or something like that. I haven't really found out yet. I'll have to search it up. But for Fast Hands, it's basically you switch weapons faster. It's basically Quick Draw Pro and Sleight of Hand Pro put together. Also, Dexterity is basically Steady Aim Pro, just the Pro version, not actual Steady Aim, because you just pull up your weapon sights faster after sprinting. So it's a pretty useful perk. And then what else do I have? Oh, I also have the Frag grenade, and I have 2 concussions. So that equals 10, and that's the way the pick 10 system works now in the created class. You get 10 slots, and you fill them with whatever you want, and so you could have a gun with 3 attachments and no secondary, no grenades, nothing like that. So I mean, it really allows you to create the player you want, which is a good thing because it allows people to play really the game that they want to play. These first 2 rounds, guys, I have to warn you, I didn't do that well, but I promise I pick up the pace. In the last round especially, I get an ace, so I think that's pretty cool. I get a lot of help from my kill streaks, but you know, an ace is an ace in my opinion, especially now when like the game is just out and not everyone's going to be getting aces to begin with. So yeah, I'll explain my kill streaks. My kill streaks were UAV, Hunter Killer Drone, and I think it's called Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is basically a combination between the Mortar Strike from Black Ops and the Precision Airstrike. You basically get 3 spots and you put them, and it's an airstrike and it drops it. And if you have, especially now because no one has Ghost yet because it's the last perk you unlock, if you combine a UAV with a Lightning Strike, oh baby, it wrecks to say the least. You'll see in this gameplay especially. The map that I'm playing on, guys, is Meltdown, and this map looks very, very similar to me, because if you guys ever played Black Ops 1, you'll know that there was a map called Launch, and it was basically a spaceship. It was a spaceship map, and this map is basically, I'd go as far to say, is a carbon copy with maybe a little bit changes in texture and that kind of stuff, but the way that the main parts of the map work, it's like a carbon copy almost. So yeah, I think for this game, for this commentary, I'm gonna tell you guys what the best gun, best map, best perk, and best kill streak are. So I'm gonna nail those big 4 questions that everyone always asks, and then I'm also giving my first impressions. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna say what since most of my audience that will be seeing this is Search and Destroy mainly. I think what I'm just gonna talk about, guys, is the best things for Search and Destroy, and then I'll talk a little bit about like other game types too. So the best gun so far for me, in my opinion, for Search and Destroy is the MSMC. It is just a boss. I haven't unlocked it yet, but I've picked it up once or twice, and I've gone ham with it. It shoots so damn fast and is so accurate. It has like every criteria that you look for in a gun, and I'd go as far to say that we could be seeing some patches to that gun soon. If I was gonna pick like a close second or third, I'd probably say the M27, which is a assault rifle. It reminds me a lot of the M4A1, the way that it shoots, the way that it sounds, the way that it recoils, all that kind of stuff. It reminds me a lot of the M4A1 from MW3 especially, but MW2 also. And then if I was gonna pick a third, I really do like the MTAR, I believe it's called, or maybe it's TAR 21, I can't remember. It's the first assault rifle you get. It's really good in my opinion. It's got good range, good damage, not a lot of recoil, pretty good gun overall. I mean, it's not a comp. It's not even close between the M27 and the MTAR, but it's still a fairly good gun. So if I was going to pick 3 guns for Search and Destroy, those would be my 3. So moving on to the best maps for Search and Destroy. So far, I've found 2 that are really, really good, in my opinion, just because it fits my playstyle really good. One is Meltdown, which is this map, obviously. Go figure that my first gameplay is on one of my favorite maps. And then my other one is Slums. These 2 maps have a lot of flanking routes, a lot of interconnecting routes to where you can easily get behind someone, but they can also easily get behind you. It really opens up a lot of options for a rusher such as myself and other people, and it makes it really hard for you to camp because you got to watch a lot of sightlines. Unfortunately, they decided to put a building right in the very back of the offensive side, so I have a feeling as more people buy the game, a lot more people are going to be camping back there, unfortunately. But who knows? I mean, maybe it'll just be a phase that people are going to go through, and then in a week, no one will be doing it. Who knows? So moving on. So I was talking about map best perk. In my opinion, right now, if I was gonna, I'll go by by tiers, because there really is, like, you can't really compare a tier 1 perk to a tier 3 because they do different things. Tier 1, obviously the best perk is Ghost. That's just not even a question. Lightweight is pretty good, and Hardline's pretty good, but if you were going to just judge overall, Ghost is just the way better option to go. Luckily, they put that as the last perk you unlock, and I think Prestige level is like level 55, and you also unlock Ghost at level 55. So if you're a person that's going to be prestiging, then chances are you're not going to be using Ghost a lot, which it's a smart tactic by Treyarch, because it makes it people can still use it, but they're going to have to pay the price. They can't really level up, and a lot of Call of Duty is based around prestiging and continuing to level. So in the second tier perk, I find Fast Hands to be pretty good. I also like Toughness. Fast Hands is is basically Side Hand Pro and Quick Draw Pro, and Toughness is basically Focus from the proficiencies of MW3. And in the third perk, I really like Dexterity. Personally, guys, I haven't found sound to be a big problem in Black Ops 2. I really don't hear footsteps, period, or I don't think other people hear mine. So you don't have to worry about dead silence or awareness. So I'd try Dexterity or Extreme Conditioning. Both those are really good perks. So here you'll see my Lightning Strike just goes and does work, which in my opinion is the best kill streak for Search and Destroy. But overall, guys, it's the Swarm, and the Swarm is basically like 20 of these little hunter killer drones, which is, I just threw one in the air, and guys, it's an insane game. But overall, so far, guys, I'm enjoying Black Ops 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go and give it a like ring down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.